Hello and welcome to the Super Professor Podcast. You're listening to Clemens Kunkel. And today I want to talk about Donald Trump does not have the coronavirus because he is a germaphobe. And Trump is not obese or ignorant because he said so. Now I want you to understand what he said. He's a germaphobe, but he shakes everybody's hand. A germaphobe does not do that. What else? Well, Trump lies to us 24/7. Every time he opens his mouth, he's lying. He told us that the coronavirus was at 15 when it was at 60. And he said it would go down to 5 and then to 0 and miraculously disappear. And now we're at, let's see, the latest count right now, we are at 69 death. No, sorry, take that back. It just went to 70. We have 70 death in the United States. We have 3,807 people have the coronavirus. 73 people have got over the coronavirus. That means they went to the doctor, they got the medicine. We do not have a cure. Understand the difference. If you're healthy, you can fight this. If you're not healthy, you got some problems. What else? Okay, now Donald Trump, well, before I get too much into a lot of that information, let me throw a shout out to Buzzsprout. Buzzsprout, I use Buzzsprout. That's what you're listening to me on right now. You could be listening to me on iPad, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Snipner, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Alexa. Then they got Overcast, Pocket Cast, Casterbox, and Podchaser. These are all services that use Buzzsprout. And what Buzzsprout is doing is if so let me explain this. Using Buzzsprout for educational, government, or research during COVID-19 response. They're giving you a free account. Buzzsprout will give you a free account to help us out. All right, so this is to help schools move to online classes and to aid the spread of reliable information about COVID-19. Buzzsprout will provide free podcast accounts for education, government, and research groups for the duration of the pandemic. It's not a lifetime account, it's just for the pandemic. These accounts will include Buzzsprout features and unlimited podcasting hosts for any schools or colleges wishing to move their classroom online, any federal, state, or municipal government, any nonprofit or charitable working for combating COVID-19, and also other requests on by case basis. Okay, you gotta understand, I pay for my service, but anybody out there that's a government or schools, you can get this service for free. You don't have to pay for it. Doesn't know out of pocket. It's to help the community around the United States. It goes around the world. Your information travels around the world. So if you're wherever you are, they give you a free account. All right, so let's get back to Donald J. Trump and his information. Now, he says he's not obese, right? But he said it. Donald Trump said he's 239 pounds. And he's what, 6'4"? 239 pounds. And the size of that man makes two of me. Now, he makes two of me, and I'm 5'10", and I weigh 190 pounds, and I don't look anything like that boy. That boy is obese. There's no gray. He's not 239 pounds. That boy is 339 pounds. There's no gray. Just look at him. Do this something very simple. Everybody, take a weighing scale and ask Donald J. Trump to stand on it. Get it on TV and say, Donald Trump, stand on this weighing scale and prove to me you're 239. He won't get on it. Everybody should carry a weighing scale and start pointing out the lies that this man makes up all the time, 24/7. How about him a stable genius when he's ignorant? Now, you can't get to see Donald Trump's grade, but see, wait a minute. Ignorance is the lack of knowledge or information. So Trump has he got zero knowledge. Doesn't understand man-made climate change, and that's simple. Doesn't understand anything to run a government. He ignores everything. Like, we have a pandemic in China, right? Now, the pandemic in China, it's only been going on since, December or something like that? Now, we knew that they had problems, and we saw them shut down a country. City after city, and just lock down everything. They had 3,000, right now they're at 3,213 deaths in China. They have 80,000 confirmed people that had it. But now they're at 67,000 cured. You understand, right? The only reason those people got cured is because they built hospitals and they locked things down and kept people away from each other. Were they late in it? Yes, they were late. But they went exponentially and fixed things. We ignored the World Health Organization, WHO. We ignored what they said. Trump ignored them. In the United States, we still are not testing worth a darn. If you look at, now think about it, Italy, 24,000 cases they have now. Iran, now I understand, 14,000 cases. In the United States, we have 3,000. That's it. We have 70 deaths. Now think about it. We have 3,808 confirmed cases of the coronavirus. Only 73 people have been cured of it because they get help from the hospital. But why is our numbers so low when our death rate is so high? Because we're not testing. If you can't go by what I say, get on the news and look at every news station. The governments, every place asking for more testing equipment because they don't have it. Look at the airport, the big catastrophe at airports today. They're packed in there like cattle. And we're not supposed to be packed in like cattle. Trump is a failure in business. How do we know that? 22 bankruptcies that man has had before he became president. And he's not a president. He's a fake president. Why? Because he cheated to win the election. You don't ask the foreign power for help. And he did it with Russia, and Russia's helping him again. And then you don't blackmail Ukraine to ask for help against an opponent. Why the Republicans have not removed him? That's easy. They're in debt to Putin, and they only care about money. How do we know that? Republicans stopped the bill for paid sick leave. Understand what Republicans are doing to us. What else have they done? What else have they put into place? Well, let's see. You got Trump's budget cut of $500 billion from Medicare, $900 billion from Medicaid, $24 billion from Social Security is what Trump is trying to do. Do you understand that we have a pandemic going on and he's doing budget cuts? He's not for Americans. He's for Trump and rich people. The tax cut was for the rich, and they got it. Why did the rich people give Donald J. Trump $50 million January 1 at Mar-a-Lago when he became president? For the tax break. And he got them. They got what they paid for. Trump is bailing out rich people. He's not helping the poor people. He doesn't care about health care. He's trying to remove so much that help people around the world. It's, what's the word I want to use? Embarrassing? You know, if you look at other countries have sick leave. I mean, literally, other countries have paid vacation, sick leave, paid sick days and leave in 22 countries. And United States, we have 0. You're down at the very bottom. They give 50 days for... Now, understand what I'm going to say. A couple of countries, Norway, Finland, they give 50 days for cancer people. We don't have anything like that. You got cancer? Too bad. And they give 5-day flu days. We got 22 countries that kick Americans' butt. We're supposed to be the most powerful country in the world, but we're not. We're not caring about people. This is rich people caring about money. How come other countries have full health care, but not the United States? Other countries are just like us that get immigrants from other countries. Other countries are the same as us of having other immigrants come in from different places that are under siege or famine or drought, or they're in the same boat as us. We're not special. But Donald Trump tries to make America's the special one. No, we're not special in any way, shape, or form. We're an embarrassment right now because we got a person that thinks he's superior when he's a balloon and obese. No one's ever seen any of Trump's grades because you can't see his report cards. He stopped it. Now think about how immature this child is. You can't see Trump's taxes? Why? Because there's criminality in it. You can't talk to witnesses because there's criminality. You can't. Trump is stopping everything. Why? Because of criminality. Is Donald J. Trump a criminal? Duh. Yeah. He's individual one in the Mueller report. He's a criminal. We have a criminal that's pretending to be a president. He's a fake president, but he's a criminal. Why the Republicans have not got rid of this criminal is beyond me. But he is definitely a criminal. He's immature, and he insults everybody 24/7. If anybody followed him on Twitter, you know what kind of a bully he is. Oh, that's right, I followed Donald J. Trump on Twitter. Yep. I did follow him. He pissed me off. Donald J. Trump called me a stupid fool F-up. You know what that is. 4-letter word. Understand, for voting for Hillary. He insulted me for voting for Hillary. Understand with this child, he's nothing but a bully. Who are Trumpers' people? KKK, alt-right, neo-Nazi, white nationalists. Those are Trumpers. Those are very sick people. They're not decent. How about Donald J. Trump's charity? Had to close it down. You understand that a charity that Donald Trump run was closed down. How bad do you have to be to close down a charity? Pretty darn bad. How about Trump University while Trump was becoming president? How about Trump University having to pay back $24 million to the students and they closed their university? How about 22 businesses that closed that Trump owned? I mean, if you go through the list of the stupidity and the ignorance of this man, it's unbelievable. How about simply, you don't put children in dog cages? It's just, that's sickness beyond belief. And he's still in power. We had the United Nations tell us it was wrong. They don't have to tell me it's wrong. I have a brain that works and a heart that works. You got to tell Trumpers it's wrong. But they're still like, no, it's okay. Now, Melania is an immigrant, but she can get here through an illegal Einstein visa. And the Trumpers are like, oh, that's fine. She's pretty. Don't think about that. That's their values. Trumpers' values is, you're pretty, you want to have sex with me? I'm good with that. Why has Melania not divorced Donald J. Trump? She only cares about the money. That's why. It's all about money. They're not decent human beings. If you're a Trumper, you're not decent. You don't have a decent bone in your body. The only thing you got in your pocket is jingle of money. That's it. Very disgusting. So, is Donald Trump has coronavirus? Oh, 100%. That man's got it. You know how we're going to know? Because he's going to get sick. Here's the thing. The CDC and WHO, the World World Health Organization says don't shake hands. What does Trump do? And Pence. Pence said on TV, "Oh, we shake hands. That's what we're supposed to do as president." No, you're supposed to have brains being a president. You don't spread something. That's kind of like saying, "I'm going to cough, but I'm not going to put my hand over my mouth. I'm just going to cough straight into your face." Because that's what I do. No, you're supposed to have a brain that works. You're not supposed to shake hands. You know, simplest thing to do, why don't you do what the Vulcans do? Live long and prosper and hold your hand up and split the fingers apart. There you go. You don't have to get near anybody. Or bow like the Chinese. You can do the elbow too, but that's getting closer to somebody. You're supposed to keep your distance so you don't spread it and make it go around the United States. So the people that are panicking, it's okay to panic, then get logical and say, hey, I just need to plan ahead. You don't go to the store and buy 50 darn toilet papers so nobody else has it. Well, there's people that do that. My family and I, we've been stocking up since it started. It's like, okay, this is going to get worse. We didn't go buy 30 of them. We use logic. We buy a little bit more food, buy a little bit more groceries, buy a little bit more food, buy a little bit more groceries, buy a little bit more toilet paper. Why? Because it's going to hit us. How do we know it's going to hit us? China. They had a lockdown. Why? To contain the virus from spreading. Did it still spread? Yes, because it was too late. Think about it. It's in 161 territories right now today. It's 174,648 cases today. Do we have the capability in the United States if people start getting sick right away? No, we don't. China didn't have it. They had to lock down it. They had to build schools schools. They had to build hospitals. In 10 days, they built hospital. They built it in 10 days. You can watch videos on it. What we're doing, we've fallen so far behind because we're not, what we have in office is incompetence. We have babies. We have nobody that's science in office. How do we know that? Because at get-go, Trump pulled out of the Paris Climate Accord when 197 countries did not. Countries around the world know we have a problem with man-made climate change. Countries around the world know that there's a virus running around. What did Donald Trump say? It's a Democratic hoax. It's just another hoax. It's like the Russia hoax. The Russia hoax wasn't a hoax. It was real. The Republicans didn't get rid of Trump. There's the ignorance in the Republican Party. Oh, it's money. Putin helped Trump. Trump helps and Putin helped the other. How many? Let me see. I got the Mueller report. It's 448 pages. And there's 100 contacts from Russia in Trump's campaign. 100 contacts. There's only 7 people that went to prison, but Russian people were removed from the United States. And 100, we would have got more people arrested, except why? Donald Trump tried to get Mueller fired, get Mueller fired, tell people not to testify, all you got is cover up from the Trump administration. Is Trump dumb as a box of rocks? He's dumber than a box of rocks. The man ain't got a brain that even works. Even in crisis, none of them are doing their job. They fall behind the 8 ball 24/7. They're clueless. It's comical watching the clown show. I said in my other podcast that it would be an epidemic before it was an epidemic. Why? Because I'm not a clown. I pay attention to the world. The Republicans don't pay attention to nothing. Democrats were saying, hey, we have a problem, but hey, don't listen to the Democrats. We got to remove the children in office. Right now, with what Trump and the Republicans have done, is get people killed. Every time there's a death, it goes on Trump and the Republican. There's no gray. Because they didn't do what they're supposed to do to protect us. And they're still not doing it. How stupid is Donald Trump and Mike Pence? They're still going to shake hands at the rallies and people. No, you don't spread your germs when there's a pandemic. Why did Trump classify a national emergency? Ooh, but there's no problem. Trump okayed $8.3 billion? No, Trump didn't do that. Trump only wanted $2.5 billion. He didn't want $8 billion for the pandemic that we have. He didn't want it because there's no problem. Donald Trump constantly goes on and says, no problem. You go on Fox News, there's no problem. Oh my gosh, Fox News again. Stay away from Fox. Geraldo Rivera was just on Fox. Just recently. You know what he said? This is what a children's brain, how they work. He said, hold your breath for 10 seconds. Now, this guy's not a doctor in any way, shape, or form. Has no schooling in being a doctor. But he said, hold your breath for 10 seconds. If you can hold your breath for 10 seconds, you don't have the coronavirus. Gee, I wish everybody around the world would have known that. Do you believe this clown? And he's telling people, hold your breath. Oh, okay, now you can go out. You're fine. Go out and spread the virus. You don't have it. This is the people on Fox. They ain't got a brain. Donald Trump gets to go on there and say, "Oh, it's a hoax. It's a Democratic hoax. They're trying to take me down." Just like the Russian hoax. No, the Russian was not a hoax. Putin helped Trump, and Trump knows it, and Trump asked for it. Putin also helped Trump again, and Trump blackmailed Ukraine. So there's no, all this stuff, it's a hoax and fake news. Fake news come from Vladimir Putin. When he got in power, he taught Trump. The fake news is Donald J. Trump. He's a fake president. He's individual one in the Mueller report, and he asked for help, and he spread lies. Trump spreads the lies. He's spreading lies about the coronavirus, and he's going to get people. He's getting people killed because of his incompetence, his ignorance. There's no gray. The man is clueless. He gets to. I think they have now. Trump has said 16,000 lies, and I've seen so many of them on TV. Him say one thing, and then 5 minutes later he contradicts himself. He's not a stable genius. He's never proven he's smart. He had 22 bankruptcies. Why does he need money 24/7? He's in debt to Vladimir Putin. There's no gray. Donald J. Trump cannot file bankruptcy with Vladimir Putin. This is going to come back and bite him and his family. No matter how much they steal from us, he cannot get out from Vladimir Putin. He's screwed. Why? Because he's been taking money from Vladimir Putin for years. How do we know that? Couldn't get a loan in the United States because he filed bankruptcy 7 times. Look at how many times Donald J. Trump has failed. And you put him in office. Stupid people put a stupid person in office. All they cared about is their money in their pocket. He's going to make us rich because he said so. Why did they listen to a clown? That's what I don't understand. Donald J. Trump, before he became in office, on Howard Stern Radio, said he could walk in on girls changing clothes at his beauty pageant because he owned it. The guy was sick at get-go. And people put this thing in. He filed bankruptcy. And people put this thing in. He's a crook and a criminal. There's no gray. Why is he still running the country into the ground? Why are the people allowing him to run us into the ground? People will die in mass numbers because of his incompetence. There's no gray. How much he keeps turning back the EPA. Everything Obama put in place, Trump is trying to undo every single day. Donald Trump got rid of the pandemic response team in 2018. Trump is responsible for what he's doing. There's no gray. He blames everybody else. It's him. And it's the Republicans. Because the Republicans had a chance to remove the ignorance. But they didn't. The coronavirus don't care who you are. Doesn't care whether you're neo-Nazi, white nationalists, KKK, or the alt-right that are Trumper people. It don't care. It don't care about Democrat or Republican. It does not care. It will kill anybody it can get in contact with. You want to be a Trumper and a Republican and keep going to these rallies? Go right ahead. The coronavirus will go with you. Don't worry about that. But if you had a brain, you might think twice about what you're doing. You might think twice about shaking Donald Trump's hand. You might think twice like, no, he doesn't have it. Donald Trump said he's not going to get tested, then he is going to get tested, then he doesn't have it. Seriously? The guy's not a germaphobe. And when he said he's a germaphobe, he's not a germaphobe. Germaphobes wouldn't take an office like that, where you get to meet people 24/7. Plus, they wouldn't have sex with Stormy Daniels and Karen McDougal. A germaphobe wouldn't do that to his wife. But Trump did. Michael Cohen's in prison for it. Donald Trump says he doesn't drink. Really? Doesn't smoke? Like, I believe anything this child says to me. I don't go by what a child says. I go by his actions and what I see him doing. He's a child. That's a clown. That got put in office by people not paying attention. Pay attention. You're in danger. Don't listen to the clown anymore. Anyway, I'm going to end this. So you guys check out Buzzsprout if you want to try to help out and the schools and whatever. It's a free account. Buzzsprout is very nice people. So anyway, I'm Clemens Kunkel. I got books on man-made climate change, made super easy to understand on Amazon. I got Keys to Unlocking the Universe book out, New Theories on the Universe. I got Dream Your Dream. It's on Amazon also, self-help book. And I got a kid's book, Mystical Truth Tales. And I do podcasting and everything else, and I'm against Trump. I never was this involved in things until Trump became in office, and then he just pissed me off. I got to do more, got to do more, got to do more, got to do more. That's the reason I did the climate change book, Man-Made Climate Change. Because Trump doesn't know anything, and I'm like, I got to teach some people. Maybe if I teach one person, I'm happy. So anyway, get out, speak out, do something. Hey, if you want to see what a man can do, not these fat balloon Trumpers, check out my YouTube channel where I break concrete block with my bare hands. Clemens Kunkel. It's my name. I'm not a KKK member where I hide who I am. I'm a real white man. I'm a real pissed off white man. Check me out. See what a man can do. See what men do. Not baby Trumpers. They don't do anything. You guys take care, be safe, and plan ahead. Don't listen to Trump. Look around the world and see what the world is doing. Here's something simple. When they tell you to wash your hands, well, wash your hands. Aren't you supposed to clean? Here's another simple thing. Cut your nails shorter and clean underneath your nails because your nails hold germs. Just washing them is not going to clean underneath your nails. Cut your nails shorter so you don't have a storage apartment there, okay? Do something logical. Plan ahead. Look at the world and stay away from people now because the hospitals will become overrun. More people will die. That's what Trumpers not telling you. The pandemic will get exponential. Hospitals won't be able to keep up. Old people are in danger more. Plus, the virus mutates. This is the 7th strand of this virus. It started out, I got the number written down somewhere, but this is number 7 of the coronavirus. It started out small and got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger all through the years. Viruses learn. This is a new learning for it. The more it can go and the more places it goes, it learns more. Viruses are very smart. Don't watch Fox News. Turn Fox News off. Fake Fox News, stay away from. They promote Trump's lies. They let him lie to you. Don't listen to Trump's lies. Stay away. All right? You guys take care. Be safe. Plan ahead. Help people. Share your knowledge. All right? You guys be good. Be safe. Pay attention.